Good morning, America. Welcome to Cardistry Academy. I'm your host, Gambit from X-Men. You know, the guy that throws cards and charges them kinetically with energy and then they explode and shit. This show is dedicated to card flourishes and maybe a couple magic tricks, but mainly you're going to be learning a shitload of badass flourishes. In this pilot episode, we're going to learn how to turn Dan and Dave's Genesis, and then we're going to turn that move with a very few simple changes, turn it from a legitimate 4-packet cut into a completely false shuffle, a full deck retention. Welcome. So here's what the original Genesis looks like. Alright, and that's a real shuffle, see. So you have the 6 here and the 4 here, and then if you were to do it, here's what it looks like slower. There's no more 6 here and no more 4 here, so it actually shuffles the deck. So for false Genesis, I have a deck in full order, and that basically kept the deck in complete order. It goes spade, diamond, club, heart, because that's how they come in bicycles. So here's what it looks like slow. Alright, a prerequisite for this is obviously Genesis, so learn that first. It's in my other channel, Randomity is a Gift, and I think I'm going to post it on this channel too. Okay, so here's what you want to do, right? You want to get these 2 middle packets to switch places. So you do that by doing this. Alright, so in Genesis tutorial, you learn how to get into a Sybil grip. Alright, so you only need to know the first part of a Sybil cut, which is these 2 packets. See, if you separate these packets, this is in position for a Charlier cut, and this is in position for a swivel cut. Alright? You're in that. And if you notice, if you separate them, you get those 2 possibilities or positions. So these 2 are going to swing forward, and then you're going to swing forward until your thumb makes contact underneath, and then your middle finger is going to contact the top like that. So boom, and then middle finger here, middle finger here, thumb here, and then you're going to swing these 2 forward until it clears its way through. So the only thing you're doing is making these 2 packets in the middle switch places. Then you do a one-handed cut here, be it one-handed revolution or a Charlier cut, right? But the basic part about it is just doing a one-handed cut and then doing the rest of Genesis as normal, except for the very end. Notice how this packet right here is kicking out. Right, then you kick it back in, place this packet on top like normal Genesis, and then you're going to kick it out in the same way that you kicked it out before. Place that on the bottom, and then you close. So you're going to kick twice. Here's the first kick. It's going to kick this bottom one out. Then you're going to do the second kick and do that. And that leaves you with a full deck retention. So that was False Genesis. I came up with it playing around with it and discovered how to make it a false cut. So it's an original false cut in the sense that I modified it, and the normal Genesis goes to Dan and Dave Buck. So they invented Genesis, I invented the false version of it. And yeah, if you liked it, subscribe. Okay guys, stay tuned for the next episode, because we're gonna learn something really cool. I hope you all are familiar with Madonna 3, which is a cut that looks like that, right? It starts off that way, right? We're gonna turn Madonna 3 in the middle of doing Madonna 3, you're gonna end up in a worm, which looks like this. Alright? And it's really cool because Madonna 3 to worm is a million times easier than Madonna 3 itself. So it's a win-win. See, you look cool because you're doing Madonna 3, and then when you end up in the worm, you look even cooler because it looks like you can control Madonna 3 to do cool things. You're actually going to get 2 worms out of Madonna 3 in different directions and different hand positionings. So it's going to be really cool. So subscribe so you can be alerted when it comes out. I'll give you a little demonstration actually. This is the first time you're going to get into the worm in what I'm going to teach you. Right? The first worm is like that. Can you see? I hope you guys saw it. So this is Gambit signing out. Subscribe so you can find out how to do that.